Hey y'all, welcome back to Trulyalexus. Hey y'all, so if you've seen by the title, which I'm sure you have, today I'm taking down my 1.5 month sew-in. I'm taking it down completely by myself. I haven't taken a sew-in down since, I don't even know. I think my last sew-in was for graduation for undergrad. So that's like 2 years ago. And then I'm taking it down by myself. And it's a mess. So this is going to be an adventure. I asked y'all on IG what I should talk about while I'm taking my hair down. And a few people told me that I should tell story times. So I'm going to try to do that. But I know I need to focus while doing this. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh, and let me just go ahead and put a disclaimer. I did get it maintenance a few weeks ago, but she was basically telling me that my hair has grown out so much, like basically nothing could be done. So she just washed it and styled it, which is what I did the week before I went to get it maintenance. And I was pretty upset, but it's fine. I'm just going to take it out. I mean, it's time. It's time. And I have an appointment to get my hair done. I'm probably going to get soft locks or butterfly locks. And that appointment is like the middle of February, right before I go on a trip. Stay tuned. Trip vlog coming soon for my birthday. But yeah, so I have an appointment, but I'm just going to wear my natural hair until then. Let's just go ahead and take the sew-in down, y'all. Let's just... Whew. It's so bad. I've been wearing headbands, hats, nonstop. I mean, at first, I was gluing it down with lace glue, which is not good because it's basically been gluing down on my hair. So, like, if I wanted to make this look decent, I could. But, like, I knew I was taking it down soon, so I've just been wearing headbands and hats. But, y'all, look at the freaking new growth. Like, and this is my front braid. I just let this side on it just go, but I was doing this side. But yeah, it's just time. So I have my mirror right here. I'm sitting in my little vanity. I'm gonna try to go ahead and clip this up. Y'all, I don't even remember how to take sew-ins down. Like, I know I just need to cut the thread, but like I can't even separate the tracks. Oh, and I'm recording on my iPhone, but I'm also recording on my camera. Ooh, child. Oh no, this might be harder than I thought. Let me just start at the top. So I'm gonna start back with the story. So out of my entire life, I'm currently 23 years old, I have passed out probably, let's see, 3.5 times. And I will say half because one time I knew it was about to happen, but I quickly got up and got myself together. Well, my friend helped me get myself together. So let's start off with the first time this ever happened to me. And just a little background, I'm pretty much a healthy person. Like, I get sick, like colds, and like I have really bad allergies from my dad and sinuses and stuff like that. So I get colds, and then in high school I used to get like the stomach flu like once a year. Not even just high school, but like grade school. And then that kind of stopped whenever I went to college, but then I would still get like colds from my sinuses and allergies, and then sometimes that would turn into like different like respiratory infections and stuff just from me like thinking it was a minor cold, but it wasn't. But besides that, like, I've been pretty healthy, except for I do have low iron, so I'm probably anemic by now because I don't be taking my iron medicine. And so I think that has a little bit to do with it, but I didn't know in high school. So whenever I first had an incident, so we were on a band trip. It might have been I think it was my senior year of high school. We went to Six Flags. If you don't know what Six Flags is, it's an amusement park. It's called like Six Flags over Texas, but they have one in Georgia. Excuse me. Not Corona. They have one in Georgia and other places, I'm pretty sure, but it's just an amusement park, roller coasters, rides, blah blah blah. So we have went, and back then I didn't really eat breakfast like that unless like I was getting the donut shop before class, but even then, like, it would be too early for me to eat, so I probably didn't eat that morning. I don't remember, but they had like a scheduled lunch for us, for all of us to eat together at the amusement park. It was like buffet style, I think, like barbecue, but it wasn't until like 2 p.m. and I have to eat like now I be eating like at 11:30, 12, and 2 p.m. is just a little late for me for lunch. But I was like, it's okay, like I probably got snacks, I don't really remember, but I thought I was good. And we were about to ride one more ride before we went to lunch, and it was a ride, like, I've been to Six Flags plenty of times, like on other school trips or like with family, but I hadn't rode this big ride, and it's like by the sign, and it has like it's huge, like it's really tall, and it has these swings that like swing out and like around. And it's a really big ride, and I'm normally scared of big rides. But I was like, it's a swing. Like, even though it's really, like, tall up in the sky, like, I should be fine. So, I was with my 2 best friends, my boyfriend at the time, Lord. And, so we're standing in line. And out of nowhere, like, my ears just started ringing. Then, like, I couldn't tell, but, like, it was, like, my eyes were, like, white. Like, not my eyes were white, but all I could see was like white. And I was like, it happened so fast, I didn't even know what was going on. And then I just like fell to the ground. Like, they kind of caught me, but I fell to the ground. And then I was like, dang, like, what is going on? So then they got me out of the line. They basically had to carry me out of the line. There was a bench next to the line, thank God. And so I sat there, and then some medics from the amusement park had came over, and they had like gave me a Coke, but I wasn't like doing that much better, so they took me to where they take people whenever they're sick in the amusement park, and I was just sitting there, and they're like checking my blood pressure, this, that, and the third, all of that. But eventually, like, after I was drinking the Coke, like, my sugar levels went back up. I think that's what it is, I don't know. And then I was able to go eat. So I really just think that I was just hungry and I needed to eat. And now I drink water a lot because I'm doing like this water challenge thing, and I'm trying to incorporate it into my everyday lifestyle. So I'm drinking 70 ounces of water, which is half my body weight, because originally when I started, my body weight was 135. So I'm drinking that every day. But yeah, I'm drinking that every day. But back then, and literally a couple weeks ago, I'm never like super thirsty. Like, I drink to like wash my food down, but just like sitting here drinking water, like, no, like, I just don't be thirsty. And it's not that water is nasty to me, because it's not. I'm just not thirsty. So yeah, this water challenge has been something else. But yeah, so I think it was just like me not eating, and I was probably dehydrated. So that was the first incident. And as you can see, I'm still on the top part of my hair. Okay, as y'all can see, we're making progress, okay? I can see the braids. But remind me to never get a sew-in again. Because this is how I feel every single time I sit down to get a removal. To do a removal. I'm like, why did I get this? And I would have booked an appointment and let somebody else do the removal, but I wanted to do this video for y'all. And I wanted to rock my natural hair for a little bit so I could do a few videos on some styles, because I haven't done a natural hair video since I first made my channel 3 years ago. So I need to get back on it. I have so many new products that I purchased and that I keep buying every single time I go to the beauty supply or a Target, but my hair is not out for me to use them. So I need to actually wear my hair so I can use them. And I forgot to tell y'all, I went and got my mirror for my bathroom because this mirror is bigger, but the light is not hitting it right. And this is closer to me, so I'm using that. But on to the next story. So the second time was in college. The second, third, and a half time was in college. But the second time, I think it was spring break, either my freshman year or sophomore year. I don't remember. I had went to Austin to visit my best friend Jamie, who was there the first time. And me and Jaden, y'all know who Jaden is, Shop JD Couture. The website will be right here. But she had went with me to visit her, and just like, I think it was for spring break. Jaden was there. Google. Not talking to you. Ooh. But yeah, I was in Austin, and we were just out and about, and we might have ate some special type of treats, brownies, and we happened to go into Voodoo Donut, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what donut I want. Just out of nowhere, my ears start ringing again, and the lights, the white and black lights, just start flashing, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, if you've ever been to Voodoo Donut in Austin, it stays packed. It's really good. I think they have one in Houston now, which I need to go. But yeah, so it's a donut place, and they put like different icings and sprinkles, and they have different designs and different fillings for the donuts. Really good, really cute place. Really cute to take pictures and stuff. But yeah, like, it's always packed, so the line was long, and I was in line to order my donut, and I'm sitting here about to pass out, and I'm like, so you mean to tell me I have to get out of the line and go sit down? So yeah, Jaden was there because she was like, Alexus, come on, like, we need to go sit down. Because like, y'all, I felt so bad, like, for the rest of the day. So that time, not even gonna blame it on my health. I mean, we were doing a lot of walk-in, like, touristy stuff. But I'm not even going to blame it on my health. I'm going to blame it on the treat that I had and say that that was what caused it. So yeah, I didn't get my donuts that day. Alright, I'm going to try to do a little bit more. As you can see, I'm on the side, closer to the back, period. I don't even know how I'm doing this. It's like 3 different rows, and I'm just cutting all the rows at once and just like snagging it back. The third incident, Jaden was definitely at this one. So me, Jaden, and a few of our other friends had decided that we were going to go to JMBLYA, which is a concert in Dallas with like a whole lot of artists. That year, I think Migos was there, Chance the Rapper was there, I think, was Gucci there? I don't remember. It was a lot of artists, like a huge lineup. The concert is from like the morning time to dusk to dawn, I might as well say. And we probably got out there a little bit after lunchtime, maybe like 1-ish, maybe a little bit before. I just remember that we actually ate before. Like, we went and got Rudy's. If you've been to Dallas or you know what Rudy's is. So we went and got Rudy's, and then we went to the concert. So we made sure we had something on our stomachs, even though we were gonna be out there all day. Like, we made sure that we ate, and like, you're literally out there until you get tired of seeing people. But the tickets aren't bad. They're like $100, and then you see all those artists, and they have like food vendors and all different types of stuff. So I mean, you're out there on your feet, but it's not the summer, it's the springtime. So like, we had on shorts, and I think I had on like a bralette. But it's not like extremely hot or anything, but like, the amount of people that are out there, and the closer you are to the stage, it's like a mosh pit. So of course, like, drinking and stuff, and we go and be in the mosh pit with all these people. pre-COVID things, because we can never now. But so yeah, we're there, we're jumping up and down, happy, vibing it out, dancing, all that energy, getting loose, getting so the sun has now set. And I mean, I think I had a snow cone, and this snow cone was so sugary, y'all. It was, it was so sweet. But I needed something, like, I thought, like, oh yeah, this snow cone is gonna give me, like, some sugar, I'm gonna get some energy, I'm gonna be up even more, like, and we're waiting on the last act, y'all. We done pushed ourselves through the mosh pit to the front, like, the front of the stage, like, super close. And Chance the Rapper is about to perform. Like, we're waiting probably like 15 more minutes and he's about to perform. So guess what happens? My ears start ringing. I lose my sight and I literally like pass out. Well, no. Let me back up a little bit, because I told Jaden, I said, Jaden, I do not feel good. And she was like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't know. Like, I just don't feel good. Like, I'm a little nauseous. Like, I just don't feel myself. And so she didn't know what that meant. I didn't know either, because I didn't know that was setting me up to pass out. I didn't know. So then, literally probably 10 seconds later, I'm passing out on her. And she thinks that it's like a stranger, like, falling on her. So she's like she nudges like away, and then she realizes me passing out, so she's like trying to help me before I fall on the ground. And so like strangers are beside me and they're like trying to help, but literally we're in a mosh pit, so she's trying to like get me out the crowd, and our friends are trying to get me out the crowd because they have like medical tents, because I mean, of course, other people have been passing out and stuff, so they were prepared. So, but it's a mosh pit, so it's hard to get me through all these people, especially people that are at the front of the stage not trying to move because Chance is about to come on stage. So they eventually get me out. Like, people are helping at this point because they see like I'm sitting here like unconscious, basically. And so I get to the tent, and I have great friends, by the way. I get to the tent and I sit there and I feel so sick. Like the nausea that I felt beforehand is like 10 times worse right now. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to throw up. There's no trash cans over there. At least I couldn't see the trash cans, but there was a bush like behind me, and Jaden was like, just go from the tent to the bush. And I was like, I can't get up, like I can't even make it. So I sit there and throw up like in the tent. All these other people are here sick too, like the attendants, everybody just looking at me, and I'm like, oh, this is so embarrassing. And it looked so bad because it was like red from the snow cone. It looked so bad and I felt so bad. But after I got all of that out of me, I was fine. Like, and literally right when I got done throwing up, Chance was coming up on stage, and Jaden was like, oh my gosh. But she stayed there with me, and then we got up and we went back, and I was good. I don't know how this keeps happening to me. I hope it never happens again. But yeah, that was the third time. Okay, I'm all up in here. So for the last final time so far to this date, so this is a school day. And I did it in college, and I think I had like 3 classes this day, and I went to my morning class. My middle class got canceled, and then I had my afternoon class. My afternoon class is not that serious, so I was like, I might skip my afternoon class too, because Jaden had asked me if I wanted to go across the street. There was like this breakfast place. If you're from Sam, you know what I'm talking about. They invited me to go to eat brunch. And I was like, heck yes. And this place, they have hella like different kind of flavored mimosas. So I'm pretty sure I started out with like a regular flavor, but then we were like, I mean, it's the middle of the day, we lit, like we having a good day. Like undergrad, I don't know, like if you could just get away like during the day where you're supposed to have class, like you just feel even better. So I'm just like, let's do whatever. So they're like, you want to try it's called Mexican mimosas, and they put tequila in the mimosas, but it's really good. Like you can't even taste it. Like the mimosas are so good. So by this point, we lit, like lit. And then we went back to campus, and Darius was there, and Darius decides to share his special treats with us. And when it comes to special treats, as y'all know from the Pass Out story number 2, I'm a lightweight. So I was like, I'm gonna just take like a small piece, like probably like this big. And it was a muffin, like it was a huge muffin. Okay, so I take the little piece, and then I'm good, like I'm real good. And I'm thinking, I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna skip my last class. But then Darius calls me. He had the last class with me too. Like we had split up, and then we I was still with Jaden, and then he had called me, and he was like, our professor brought pizza. And I'm over here like, what? Like I can't miss like the free pizza day. So instead of going home, like Jaden was gonna take me home, I decide I'm gonna go to class, because who wouldn't want to go to class when there's free pizza? And I mean, this is not gonna happen again. It's already like the end of the semester. So I decide that I'm about to go get this pizza. So I'm sitting down in class, waiting on the professor to come in, and I'm like, dang, I really like cannot focus. Like it wasn't the fact that I didn't feel like, I mean, it wasn't the fact that like I just felt terrible, but I was like, I can't focus. Like, ooh, like the mixture of what's in my body is just a lot going on right now. And then a couple more minutes pass by, and I'm like, Darius, I really don't feel good now. And he's like, what do you mean? Like we had already got our pizza by then, I'm pretty sure, and we had ate it. I'm sorry, y'all, my memory is trash. It's terrible. But yeah, I think we had got our pizza by then. And I was just like, I really don't feel good. And like the professor was talking, and I was just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to leave. But and Darius was like, are you serious? I was like, yes, like I feel like I'm about to pass out. Luckily I didn't pass out, because we got up and we left, and I got some water, and then I went home, and that's a whole nother story. It's a whole other story, not for YouTube. But if you're close to me, or if I called you that day, and you already know there's a lot of stuff on my mind that day. I had like, I could briefly say I had a lot going on around that time in my life, and I just had some obligations that I had to tend to, and I didn't feel myself, and I was freaking out. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. It was a long rest of the night, but I did not pass out. Thank you, Darius, for leaving class with me. You a real one. We only went for the pizza anyway. All right, y'all. I am making progress. Like, right, y'all, finally done. I just have to take these braids out. I had took this edge braid out earlier because it was hurting, because it was just getting pulled. So I went ahead and took this one out, but I'm gonna take the rest of my hair out off camera. But I hope you enjoyed my story times, my passing out stories. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see how my hair looks in a natural state, stay tuned. I have more videos coming soon featuring my natural hair. So yeah, just make sure that you subscribe down below, push the bell so you'll be notified when I do post those videos. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.